What's going on, guys? Barnes873 here, and today I'm bringing you my strong close scheme. And our play action scissors is the base play of the scheme, and this is what it looks like. And you can come out of here, and what I like to do is I like to just put R1 on an option, and this allows us more options to have. That I missed through that by accident, and I never would have thrown that. Just a bad mistake on my part. Again, so let's just put R1 in that option. And X, we're gonna have X as that option. Okay. We're gonna have X. We're gonna have R1, and we're gonna have circle. Okay, so that's three options that we have to pass to on our first what do you want to call it, setup here. So as you can see, we hit R1 there for short gain. Now each route here has its own little purpose, as some routes get open more than others do, and and that's what we can do. Now we can also put block R1 and put triangle on an option, and depending on what side you're on, he's either going to cut to the left or cut to the right. But that's our look against man for our first setup. And against cover 3, what we want to do is we don't want to do the play action. So let's just scratch the play action. We can instantly just put triangle back on the option pass here. And this time we can even block R1, or we can put R1 on the swing right here. And if we see that they're blitzing, we can quickly just throw the triangle. Okay. As you can see, it's hard to take them down right there, but whatever, it happens. Sometimes that doesn't always happen like that. So if they are blitzing, you have triangle there as your first option. If they're not blitzing, again, you still have X open over here as R1 pulls down the flat defender. Who's ever on the flat here? It might be let's see who's on the flat. Okay, so Cam Chancellor's on the flat, and by sending R1 to the right, you're going to pull down that flat, pull down Chancellor, which allows X to get open more. And as you can see, Sherman just makes a great play there. That's just Richard Sherman for you. So let's put the defense back in the cover 3 here, and let's put square and out, and let's swing the triangle to the left, and let's block. So if I know that I'm definitely going to the left side, I'm going to block R1 for a little bit of protection right there. And that's more of a riskier play, but you still get it off there, okay? Now, I also don't think I showed this, but against man, you can put square and out route, and that's gonna pick up a nice chunk of gain, or a nice chunk of yards right there, as we get 15 yards right there. Okay, now that's against man. Let's jump back into cover 3 here against zone. Now against zone, you can also put square and a fade, and this is deadly because if you're going to just go straight to square, you can block triangle and block R1 in case they are blitzing. And this is what I like to call the ace of fades, because it's just so deadly. It's probably going to be a touchdown right here. All right, see, we got a nice gain right there. Now what you really want here, actually, you want square to cut behind the cornerback as that happens, but a lot of times he'll cut back behind him, and the cornerback will just be broke because he's already moving to his left, but then he has to move back and behind him. But let's jump into cover 3 again, and what the hell just happened there? Resume. Let's jump back into cover 3, and okay, so I'm in cover 3. Now, I don't like handing the ball off. What we can do is we can put triangle on an option route right here, and then we can put let's put square on the out. So here they go. They're blitzing, but whatever. They're not blitzing. Whether they're blitzing or not blitzing, you can still throw the triangle. There's an option. Okay. So back to cover 3. Swing R1 right, and you can also streak square here. I did not want to play action, and circles route right there is gonna just destroys cover 3. It also destroys cover 4. So let's streak square, and let's block triangle here. Let's put triangle on an option and block R1 this time, and let's try hitting circle across the middle. Alright, so you get a nice gain there. You have a nice read right there from circle. Nice pattern. It always gets open across or against any type of zone, really. Now let's hop into our first audible. Our first audible is the halfback dive. You gotta run the ball from here, up the middle, to the right. You can flip it. You gotta keep them honest. Just let them know what you're doing, or not. Don't let them know what you're doing. I mean, the halfback dive isn't the greatest run, but it works. Every now and then you can see that the defense might be used to what you're doing, and they might just spread the linebackers and spread the line. Who knows what they're trying to do here? And then you just come with the halfback dive right up the middle, or you can just play against Seattle and not get it anywhere because they have such good block shedding. But again, let's go into the quick toss as our second audible. I like this play a lot. You have to use it in key situations. Try using it when you don't see a lot of guys stacked up on that nice overload on the right side, or you can run to the right. To the left. Switch it up depending on what side of the field you're on. So it's all relevant. Whichever side you're on, you want to run it. If we're on, say we're over here, we're on this side, we're more than likely going to want to run it, but run it flipped. Okay, so now we can run it to the left side as there's more yardage, more field on the left side to get open with, and really try to break some tackles. But Seattle's defense is just amazing. Every starter they have is an all-star. It's ridiculous. So let's just move into the middle of the field again. Okay, now the strong toss or the quick toss isn't the greatest running play in the game, but it's efficient, and you can pick up really big gains. You can go the whole field on this play depending on how the defense is set up. But let's jump into our third audible. Our third audible is mesh, and this X route right here, triangle or tight end route, just destroys all coverages, whether it's man, cover 2, cover 3. Cover 4 will have its best or worst chance against, because you're gonna have that one linebacker that's on that buzz zone out there, which is gonna stop that the most. But again, let's go into mesh, and against man, you can put square back on an out route. He's gonna get open as you see that Browner move to the inside and behind him. So that's when square is gonna get open against man. But what you want to do here is, I really like to call this play against off coverage. And again, you can put a square on a nice ace of fades right there, and that's also gonna lead to a big gain. Okay. But what we want to do here is our first read here. Whenever we're playing against cover 3 and we're coming out in the mesh, our first read is going to be circle. We want to get a nice short gain. It wasn't open, and that's what we want to get out of that ace of fades, and that's why it's called the ace of fades. It's just a great play. So again, let's come out against cover 3, and we have the mesh. Now also, you will have X open against cover 3 as well. Just like I said, this play is just so deadly. Okay, it's really hard to defend because it's one of those slant and post routes, as you can see. He slants and then he cuts up field, and it does a corner route. So depending on what side you have him on, it's a slant and a corner route right there. So now this leaves us towards our fourth and final audible, which is the Bucks White Trail, and this is my favorite play to use out of here. And I set this up by streaking square, putting R1 on a hook or R1 on a wheel route, and triangle on a swing right, and circles our first read. Okay, and as you can see, Richard Sherman just plays that slant route perfect to the T. Again, slant square, R1 on a swing right, or R1 on a wheel route, and triangle on a swing right. Okay, I just get a sack there. Really didn't have anyone opened. I was hoping R1 would have got opened on his wheel route, but it didn't. So streak R1, put R1 on a wheel route, and put triangle on a swing right. Okay, and X. We had X open on there, and the quick X is your best bet. And this play is great in the red zone because X is by far your best bet. If they're blitzing, you want to go to X because you can just get in there. You can throw it to him pretty quick, and he gets in there. See what I'm talking about? And you also have R1 who he's not gonna get open here, but yeah, he does. But you also have R. That wasn't even the play that we were doing, but R1 will get open on that wheel route if no one else is open. Okay. So let's back it up again. And let's come out into this against cover 3. Cover 3 here, still going to streak. What's going to happen to it? Still going to streak square, put R1 on the wheel route, and put triangle on the swing right. And now X should more likely is going to be our best option here, as he was. Because circle's kind of covered by that middle linebacker on that on the hook zone. So as you can see, he moves out there and he covers X a little better. Or yeah, he covers circle a little better than he would want him to. But again, we should have R1 open down the field. If I can, here we go. As we had time to actually throw it. But now here again, you can throw the ace of fades right here against cover 3, Bucks white trail, fade square, and you know, you're gonna get it. I just love that play. It just seems like he always catches it. Okay, so that is actually my my strong close scheme, and I hope you guys really like it. I use it a lot. It's a highly effective. I get a lot of first downs with it, and it's just a good way to throw the defense off. Are you passing it? Are you running it? You know, what are you doing with this play? And it's a great play. It's a great formation to use, especially inside the red zone. But I use it all up and down the field. So I hope you guys like that.